Welcome to Ocala Civic Theater, celebrating over 70 years of bringing world-class theatrical productions to North Central Florida. Founded in 1950, Ocala Civic Theater has given more than 25,000 performances for more than 4 million people. OCT entertains our community with professional quality performances each season, thanks to a small staff and a large group of volunteers. In fact, OCT's long history is largely due to the almost 24,000 dedicated volunteers who have given more than 5 million hours of their time. Each production takes 6 weeks of rehearsals, set construction, and costume creation, followed by 2 to 5 weeks of performances. It is truly a labor of love. The magic of theater does not happen by magic. It begins here with our amazingly talented and creative production team.
A scenic designer is somebody who uses their imagination to take you somewhere you've never been before. Stylistically, it's my job to put you in the environment so that you understand the context of the environment.
A production manager is a person who puts all the disparate parts of a production together, all the technical elements of a story and such together, and makes everyone communicate so that at the end of a production, you have just one story to tell. It is the best thing, best feeling in the world to know that you did something that very few people get to do in life.
From inspiration to creation, the hundreds of hours of hard work culminate in spectacular productions like these. Dramatic sets deserve beautiful costumes. Every costume is different and unique and starts with a creative spark. Each costume is carefully crafted with attention to small, historically accurate details for an authentic result. They also have to be cleverly constructed for quick costume changes during a performance. The result is beautiful, award-winning costumes.
I've been fortunate enough to appear in some of those costumes on sets like these. That's really magical, when you can have that feeling that the audience is just in the palm of your hand. We have an audition newsletter called the Q Sheet. We also post audition information on social media. Auditions are open. Anyone can audition. You do not have to have experience. For the actors, it all begins here, a bare rehearsal room, first with only chairs, a few tables, and the script. During the rehearsal process, the director and the actors work together to turn words on a page into pure magic, adding props, scenery, costumes, wigs, special lighting, and sound effects along the way. By the time the production moves to the stage and the lights go down on the first audience, the transformation is complete. A show is born.
Nothing is more exciting than being in my dressing room on opening night. A lot of times I just try to take deep breaths and center myself so that I'm really just kind of focusing more on who my character is and what my intent is for the night. The show must go on, yes. The show will always go on, and it's a phrase that we live by.
None of this would be possible without the help and support of our foundation of over 300 volunteers.
I've worked with a lot of different designers over the past 5 years, and it's just fascinating what you can do with plain wood and glue-on and foam to turn it into brick and stone and marble and you name it. Proud that I can contribute. When we come to see the show and I can say, I did that.
I've worked up in rigging, I've done lights, sound, follow spot. From up here, we call the show. We make sure that all the cues happen when they need to happen so that the lights change when they're supposed to change according to the lighting designer's vision and what the director wants to happen. It helps to set the mood.
And every performance is done with safety protocols that ensure a fun and safe environment. Plus, you might get seated next to some very interesting folks.
OCT also offers education and enrichment programs that, through classes, productions, and community outreach, people of all ages can discover the joy of artistic expression through acting, singing, and dancing.
It's all sports around my schools and everywhere else I go. So to have a place like a theater is really nice for people that want to do theater, a passion, and a place to do their passion.
Our participants learn proper vocal and dance techniques, as well as developmentally appropriate acting techniques used by industry professionals.
What that character is in the script, what their personality is supposed to be, what they say, what their conflict is, and then you build upon that and You develop parts of that character that didn't exist before, where you can put your own unique touch on that character.
They learn to believe in their own creativity and trust their instincts, at the same time developing their communication and interpersonal skills through play.
My first actual play that I did, it was like, wow, I've just unlocked a new stage of my life. This is my new passion. And I immediately fell in love with acting. It was a wonderful play.
Students are encouraged to take risks, to believe in themselves and in each other, to work together to be creative problem solvers as well as storytellers.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, donors, volunteers, and patrons that have made the first 70 years of OCT possible. And because of them, we look forward to 70 more. Experience the joy, the fun, the emotion, and the excitement you get from a great play. We invite you to Ocala Civic Theater.